Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name's Natalie and I do videos on handbag reviews, unboxings, a bit of luxury eye candy. So if you're into any of those, please consider subscribing and joining my YouTube family. So I've got a super exciting video today. I purchased this item a couple of weeks ago and I have already unboxed it, but I've just put it all back in its box just so I can experience it with you guys too. But this is an item that I'm really excited about. It was part of my luxury wishlist 2020. So if you haven't seen that video, I'll link that up here. So this is an item that was on my wish list in that video, and it's been on my wish list for a number of years, probably since I was in uni. So you may know what it is if you've seen that video. The reason why I've waited so long to do this video is because I was waiting for a few other bits and pieces to use with this item. It'll make sense once I unbox everything and show you, but yeah, I really wanted to do this unboxing video, but I wanted to wait until I had all the little moving parts to it so I could show you as a whole what it'll look like. So if you're interested in seeing what it is, stay tuned, and yeah, let's get into the unboxing. So the item that I purchased is from none other than Louis Vuitton. So when the item came delivered, it did come in a brown cardboard box, but I've just taken it out of that and popped it in the shopping tote, and the item I've just popped in the box there. And just take that out. So it came with this gorgeous blue ribbon with the Louis Vuitton logo, and the box just has Louis Vuitton there, and it's just like quite a flat magnetic box. So I'll just slip that off. So this one is just a magnetic closure there, so just open that up, and inside we've got the receipt, so everything that came with it. And also this is something that I added to my cart when I purchased it on the website. So this is just like a little message, and like for example, if you wanted to give this as a gift, you could write a little message in it, and it comes in this nice Louis Vuitton envelope, or just like a little slip like that. So even though this item is for me, I just wanted to write myself a little message just as a little pick-me-up, and I guess to treat myself a little bit, a gift from me to me. So the message is in here, and it's a very simple quote, but it speaks volumes to me. So I'll show you what it looks like. It's just a plain white piece of paper, but it's just nicely presented in this folder. So all it says is, "Never give up because great things take time." So this is a really inspirational quote to me, just because it can be applied in so many different areas of my life, whether it be work or my family or relationships. It really speaks volumes, and it's something that I truly live by, or I try to live by. Just never give up because great things do take time. Yeah, whether it be you're at work and you're working at a job promotion, just keep working at it, keep chipping away, and even if the end doesn't seem near, just never give up and just keep working at it, and eventually your colleagues and your managers will realize all the hard work that you're putting into it. And also, for example, YouTube can be a really tiring and time-consuming process. I'm really loving filming and creating content for YouTube, but there are days where it gets really draining because I am working full-time and just doing this on the side as kind of like a hobby. It can take up a lot of my free time and leisure time. You don't really know what's expected or where it's going to go. I can really vouch for this quote because I never gave up, even though there were some days or some weeks where my YouTube videos weren't getting any views or not the same traction that I thought that would happen. But I never gave up and I kept going, and I finally reached my milestone of 1,000 subscribers. So I'm so happy and relieved that a lot of you guys love my content and support me in my YouTube journey. So I'm really grateful, and I just wanted to say, just a little side note, just a big thank you for all of you guys for supporting me and yeah, just joining me throughout my YouTube journey and learning and growing with me. So yeah, I think a lot of you can really apply this quote to your lives as well. Just never give up because great things take time. So anyway, sorry for that huge tangent, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. And yeah, this is something that will be really special, and I think I'll keep this, even though it's just like on a normal piece of paper. I think just having this reminder or constant reminder is just really nice. So anyway, that was a long tangent. Let's get back to the unboxing. So now getting to the main event, I've got this little guide to unbox with you. So I've just got the item in its little dust bag. So it just says Louis Vuitton, and you just flip it open like that. And the item that I got is the Louis Vuitton medium ring agenda in the Monogram Canvas. and I'm so happy I finally have this in my hands. This guy I've been wanting since I was in uni, so many years ago I've wanted to add this piece to my collection, but I could never justify the price, and I really wish that I just pulled the trigger back then because it's gone up so much since then. So even though this item was so expensive, like crazy expensive for what it is, I figured it's something that I'll be using forever and on a daily basis. So I will definitely get my money's worth for it. So the cost per wear for this over like 2, 3, 5 years, it will definitely be worth it for me. It's just a normal agenda cover. So you've just got the classic snap button there, and the back is just plain, and that's just the spine of it. So the craftsmanship on this is immaculate. I was really worried that the canvas would be really soft on this because I haven't seen it in person for a few years, and I did just purchase it online. So I was worried that the canvas would be really soft, kind of like the newer SLGs at Louis Vuitton. Like for example, the mini pochette is really soft, like the canvas is not what it used to be. But this is actually really thick and it's just made extremely well. So we've got the little snap button closure there that says Louis Vuitton. So just open that up, and inside we've got the little textile card. So it's coated fabric, cowhide leather lining. Inside we've got 6 credit card slots or business card slots, and here at the bottom we've just got another one there. And then on the back we've got a little secretarial pocket, so you can put little documents or paper or receipts in there, and then just put your cards in there. And it's got the gold iconic rings that come on the agendas, and these are really substantial, like they click in place really well. So all you do is just push these two, I don't know what they are, I guess like a little mechanism you just push down, so the rings will just pop open like that, and then you slot your pages in, and then when you close it you just push them together like that. And yeah, it's a really firm snap closure, so I love that. And it also comes with a little pen loop. This also comes in a small size and a large size, so this is a in between, and the small just looked way too small. It used to be called the PM, this used to be the MM, and the large used to be the GM, but Louis Vuitton have since changed it to be small, medium, large. And yeah, the small one just, I feel like it's too small for me. So this is what I'm currently using at the moment, and this is probably more in line with the size of the small ring agenda. So just comparing them side by side or on top of each other, the Louis Vuitton PM or small agenda is probably a bit shorter and maybe a bit wider, but still the pages are quite narrow, and I find I can't really write too much in this. This is more just like a dot point and just jotting things down really quickly, just appointments and meetings and anything like that, I just pop in there. So I can't really brainstorm or put really to-do lists or things to follow up on. This is more just like a quick glance what's happening that week or that month. So that's why I decided to go with the medium agenda. And the large size of this is, I think, a bit too big, because I do want the option of taking it with me, putting it in my bag and taking it on the go if I had to, but also being practical enough to write in. So I thought this was a perfect in between. And to be honest, there was one thing that kind of drew me away from the large agenda, and that was the way the buckle sat, so, or the pattern of the buckle. So with the large agenda, because there's more surface area and more canvas to it, the fleur-de-lis, it kind of like cut off in the middle, and the buckle would be kind of like in between that, so it would cut that part off, and it just looked weird. And I thought maybe it would be really hard to find one that was perfectly aligned, because you know me, I'm really OCD that way, and I knew if I had the large agenda and it wasn't aligned, or it just didn't look right to me, and just makes me feel a bit itchy. And yeah, again, I'm kind of weird that way. Nothing's being cut off with this tab there. So yeah, that's why I decided to go with the medium agenda. So I know some of you have kindly suggested to look on the pre-loved market just to save a bit of money, and I really thank you for that. But when I looked on the pre-loved market, there weren't any in the condition that I wanted for the price that I was expecting to pay. A lot of them were almost the same as retail price, if not more, considering all the taxes and postage and everything that I would have to pay on top of it. So I figured I'd just go the new route and buy it brand new. As I said, this is an item that I'll be using every single day. It's an item that I will use forever. I feel like even when I'm older, like 10, 20 years time, this is something that I can always use. If it's not for work, I could use it for my personal life or vice versa. I think it's such a practical piece, and I will definitely get my cost per wear down on this. And I'm really old school in that I like writing things down. I feel like it's quite therapeutic, and just ticking things off your to-do list, it just gives you a sense of accomplishment. It's just little things like that, just little wins in life that just kind of make you happy, and yeah, that makes me happy anyway. So the reason why it took me so long to do this video is because I was waiting for all the inserts to arrive. I ordered a few inserts from different websites, so from Australia and from the US, so the delivery time has been super delayed in Australia. So yeah, I'm finally happy to say that I've received everything in the mail. Some of the things have been so long that I can't even remember what I even purchased. So yeah, let's get into all the little things and let's fill up the agenda together. So the very first set of inserts were from a company called Cloth and Paper. And if you guys are into stationery, you guys will know Cloth and Paper. They are the queen of stationery items. They're based in the US, so that's why it took forever to arrive, but I'm so glad and so happy with all the items that I got. So it came beautifully wrapped in a Cloth and Paper box, so I've taken it all out, and it just came in this tissue paper. So it came with a little thank you note, and I ordered some page flags, so they've just popped that in here, so I'll take that out. So I've got a page flag in ash, so these are transparent, so you can pop these over whatever you write in your agenda or as like little flags sticking out. So I love these. These are in dusk. My theme for this agenda is kind of like a grey pinky theme, just keeping it very neutral tones. The next thing I purchased from Cloth and Paper are these little pens. These are really fine pens, and it comes with like a little stand, which is really cute. So when I saw these colors, I was like, I need to have this. Not that I need any more pens, but these colors are gorgeous. Like, look at those. It just comes on this little stand like that. So the next thing that I got is just some sticky notes. So this one says memo on it, and the next one is just like a little to-do with some bullet points. So I just love the aesthetic of Cloth and Paper. Everything on their website is so pretty. I just wanted to add everything to my cart, but I couldn't. Everything does add up. Just a little heads up, if you do plan to get an agenda, just keep in mind that there's extra costs too, because you do want to add little inserts and just little things to decorate it. But I feel like once I have everything set the way I like it, that'll be it. And the only thing that I will replace year after year is just the monthly and weekly inserts. So everything else will stay the same. So for example, I could keep reusing these sticky notes and everything else in here, and all the dashboards and dividers. It kind of hurt a little bit having to spend so much more. Even after spending so much on this, I had to spend more on all these inserts, but I feel like it'll definitely pay off in the long run. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. So the next things I got, I'm super excited about. So I've seen so many videos and reviews on these transparent dots. This one is in the color linen, and this one is in the color rose. So they're just transparent dots, and what you do with these, you can either mark them on your monthly view and kind of identify key dates that are coming up, or you could put this over like text, and so you can still see your text, what you've written under it, and just to kind of make it stand out a bit more. I might do like a updated agenda, like see how I use it on a day-to-day basis, but I'm really excited to use these. I haven't actually had any agendas that I could customize before. I feel like the ones that I purchased from KKK and Kmart and Target, they've all had their own inserts in them, and it's not really customizable. So I love that I can purchase all these little dividers and inserts and dashboards to put in and make it my own. So, and this is just something, just a little decorative piece, and also practical too, just to have a bit of color in my agenda. So the next thing I have are monthly inserts. So these are all the months for 2021, and this is just like a month on 2 pages. So I just purchased the monthly inserts from Cloth and Paper because their weekly inserts are placed vertically, and I'm much more used to having a week on 2 pages horizontally. So I didn't want to go for that aesthetic of it, so that's why I just went for the monthly insert, and I purchased the weekly insert from another company, which I'll show a bit later. So yeah, these are just the monthly inserts. So the next thing I have is a little dashboard, or like a bookmark. So it just says today on top. So this is just like a really handy dashboard to have to just go to the page that I'm on or the week that I'm on and just flick to it. So I love that, and it's like a nice frosted plastic. I also got a little pocket to put little cards or little stickers in there. I also got a little kind of like a divider, but it's got a little pocket there so I can pop little things in there too. So I love that color. It's like a nice nude beige color, so that will go really nicely with my agenda. Next thing I have, this is really cute and I just really wanted to get it mainly for the little icons at the bottom. They're so cute. I think it's just like a vellum sheet, so it's just like a frosted plastic. I also got another dashboard with 2021 dates, so this is like a whole year at a glance. So the last thing that I got from Cloth and Paper is probably my favorite out of everything that I got, and it's just a simple dashboard, but I love the quote on it. And you know me, I love my inspirational quotes, and all it says is, "There is luxury in simplicity." And that just spoke to me. When I saw this on the website, I was like, oh, my channel is Hello Luxury, and I love anything simple, elegant, anything like that. So this just really spoke to me. I think I will put this at the front of my agenda just so every time I open it I see that. So that's everything from Cloth and Paper. So that was the only brand that came from the US, and that took forever to arrive to me. So the next few things are from Australia, so I'm really happy to be supporting local businesses. And this one is from Chasing Planner Piece. So the first thing that I purchased is a weekly insert. So this is a week on 2 pages, and as I mentioned, it's the horizontal type, so I prefer having my dates horizontally as opposed to vertically, and I feel like it just gives me more space that way. The next thing I got is just very simple, just a note paper, and what I plan to do with this is just kind of jot YouTube ideas down in here. So I'll probably put this at the back of my agenda and just kind of jot ideas down. So the next thing that I purchased is from another Australian brand called Tender Designs, and I didn't buy too much from there just because I'd already purchased things from Cloth and Paper and a few other places. I didn't want to spend even more money, but I saw that they had these, and I had read reviews that these are a really good idea to include or have in the agendas. And it's just, I can't remember what it's called. I will insert it down here if I can find it, or link it in the description box below. But it's kind of just like a reinforced backing to the agenda. So I did hear a lot of people say, and I read a lot of reviews, that when you have a lot of pages in the agenda and when you kind of flip it, because it kind of, the pages will bend a bit, like you need something flat to hold it in place, kind of like a book, like you need like a hard cover. So I guess this kind of plastic, it's quite thick, it kind of acts as that. So you put that at the back of the agenda, and it just makes turning the pages or just flipping and closing the agenda a lot more easier and a lot smoother. So that's what I plan to do, and it wasn't too expensive. It was only like $2 or $3 anyway. So yeah, I thought I'll just give it a go and try it out. So the next things that I purchased were from May Paper Co. So another Australian brand, and I love her designs too. They're very similar to Cloth and Paper, but I tried to resist and not buy as much because I already purchased so many things from Cloth and Paper. So I did purchase a few things, but I didn't go too crazy. So everything just came beautifully wrapped in this black tissue paper. First thing that I purchased were these highlighter slash markers. So they're kind of like brush point tips, and I purchased a grey and a pink one just to go with the aesthetic of my agenda. But these are really nice in that they're kind of like water-based. They're quite transparent, so you can kind of highlight text, and I don't really like highlighters that are too fluoro. I know highlighters are meant to be fluoro and stand out, but these days I've seen a lot on the market that are kind of pastel in colour and just really nice and pleasing to the eye. So I thought I'd give these a try. I'll leave everything in the description box below. So she chucked in a couple of freebies, which I thought was really sweet of her. So the first thing is just her business card, but it has Boss AF at the front, so all her details are there. And this could just be used as like a journaling card. I could just pop it at the front, maybe just pop it here, kind of like sticking out like that. And I think that's so cool, just having it stick out and kind of like motivate me to keep going and yeah, just be boss AF. So the next thing she threw in is just like a nice little to-do card, and I love that marbling texture to it, so that's so cool. And at the back it's just got like a little to-do list. I think she sells these cards, but she just threw one in for me. And she also threw in another one, so this one says merci, and it's got the same marbling detail, and she even wrote a little personalized message at the back. So it says, "Thank you for your order, Natalie. Enjoy X May." So I thought that was really sweet. Like, she hand put it all together and took the time to write me a little message. So that's really sweet of her. And yeah, I just love supporting small businesses like this. So I love that. So the next thing that I purchased from May Paper Co. is just these dividers. So just plastic dividers, and they've got like gold foiling written there. So it says calendar, lists, projects, finance, personal and miscellaneous at the bottom. I just love that, and I can't wait to put this in my agenda too. So the last thing that I purchased from May Paper Co. are these cute little stickers. So there's just something about stationery that gets me really excited and giddy, and I just love stationery. I feel like I'm a kid in a candy store, but when I'm in a stationery store. So I thought this was really cute to add to my agenda too, and they're just very cute, but they're very practical stickers. So we've got like a little letter, a little heart, little coffee. It also says bill due and payday. So I could definitely see myself using this in my agenda for practical reasons, as well as aesthetically pleasing too. So I thought I would add this to my agenda. So the next things that I purchased are probably by far my favorite things that I've purchased in this entire stationery haul. I purchased these from a Etsy store. So I just searched on Etsy for dashboards and I came across this, and she's also based in Australia, and she even threw in these little cute stickers. So it's from Stickers For You by Kate. I'll leave everything, or all the items that I purchased and the websites that I purchased them from, in the description box below if you want to check them out. So these are just little freebies she threw in. And what I purchased were personalized dashboards. So the first one I purchased says Natalie, obviously. So it just says Natalie there. So I've got that one, and it's just on like a nice vellum sheet. The next one says Hello X Luxury. So for my YouTube channel. So I plan to put this on the front of my notes section, or where I plan to write all my YouTube content. The very next thing is something that I absolutely love, and this one you'll just die over too. It's this dashboard here. So I don't know if you'll be able to see, I'll put something behind it. So you'll see there, it's got little LV logos all around it. So that Monogram LV logo, it's so cute. And just even layering it on top or like behind, maybe on top, just because it's quite sheer anyway. So kind of on top, and having my name peep through there, or probably even better, Hello X Luxury, like that. So my YouTube name, and we've got the LV logos because of course I love LV. So there was actually another Etsy store that I really wanted to purchase from. She sold a lot of LV dashboards and stickers and just LV and Chanel inspired decorations to decorate your agenda with, and I was so excited for it and to show you guys, but unfortunately she doesn't ship to Australia. She's based in Spain, so I guess due to COVID restrictions and things like that, it doesn't ship over. But I hope to one day, maybe next year, when things kind of settle down a bit, hopefully I can order from her and she can ship to Australia. For you guys in different countries, I'll leave a link to her Etsy shop below and you can check it out, and it's just so beautiful, everything in it. It's got like the trunks and the Chanel flowers, and everything is just really pretty. So I'll leave it down in the description box below. But anyway, I am really happy with this, and this is kind of like my little touch of Louis Vuitton / me with the pink. So that's my entire stationery haul and everything that I bought for the agenda. I know it seems like quite a lot, but as I said, a lot of it can be used year after year, and I would only have to replace the monthly and weekly inserts every year. So I feel like it's a big investment, but it will save me in the long term, and I will be using it in the long term too. So yeah, let me just put everything in the agenda and I'll show you what it looks like. So I've got my agenda all filled up now, and it just feels so nice having it full. As you can see, I've put that Boss AF card there, and just here I've got the cloth and paper dashboard that says there is luxury in simplicity. I figured this just looked really nice against the black on this card too. So I haven't put anything else in there just because it's quite tight. So I might stretch that out a little bit and see what I can put in there. So just in the back pocket, I've just popped the little transparent dot stickers. So that slots in really nicely in the secretarial pocket. Before I forget to mention, the pen that I'll be using in this agenda is just this nice simple white and gold Kiki K pen. I purchased this a while ago, so this slots in really nicely in the pen loop, and I figured it's got the little brass gold detailing which goes really nicely with the gold on the agenda, so that slots in really nicely. So I just do a quick flip through. I've just roughly put everything in, so this may not necessarily be how I plan to use it, but I just wanted to give you an idea of what it looks like with pages all in it. So I've just got that dashboard there, and just behind it, for a bit of color, I've got that nice nude beige pocket. I just like that little backdrop to it. And the first tab is just the calendar, so that monthly view. So I've got all that there, so the month on 2 pages, and this list, so I've just got my stickers there. And under projects, that's where I've put my LV and Hello X Luxury dashboard. So I've just got normal note paper there, so that's where I'll jot all my ideas down. And these last pages here, under personal, I've just got the Natalie dashboard, but other than that, I haven't really put too much else in here. I'll have a think about what I want to add to it, or maybe I'll just put note paper in these sections for now. And yeah, but other than that, I'm really happy with how it's turned out. It just looks so chic, just holding it in your hands like that. Like even on the go, you could just hold it. It just reminds me of like a French style wallet, like the way it's got that snap button there and the way it closes, and it's really petite and still small. So I love that about it, and oh, I just can't wait to use it. So that's all for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed the unboxing and seeing my stationery haul. I apologize in advance if it's really long, but I'll do my best to edit everything as best I can. But yeah, that's all for today. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and join me for future videos. I have a lot more content planned, so stay tuned for that. But until then, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!